Hello and welcome to the Wheel to Wheel podcast with Ali and Akeem.
This is our F1 weekly catch-up.
Brazilian Grand Prix, Akeem. Great race again. It always delivers. Interlagos. If you had a one-word review, what would it be?
Humbling.
Humbling.
Yeah, very humbling. What about you?
Sad.
Wow.
Sad.
Whoa. Your boy went from pit lane to podium.
Yeah, that's what's sad about it. But we'll get on to Max very soon. We're being hard on him, but we'll get on to him very soon. But let's start off, as usual, with the race winner. And a great performance, again, from Lando Norris. 2 back-to-back wins now. And kind of cruising into the distance with the championship. One hand on the championship trophy right now, would you say?
Yeah, solid palm.
Yeah?
Solid palm right now.
He's got his hand over it.
I think Lando's definitely, he's shaped up really nicely in it. Like, even for this weekend, he's just carried on with that great performance from qualifying to the race.
He's a sprint as well.
Yeah, he's done really well. Like, I have to give him his flowers when it's due, man. This guy, he has put his best foot forward. We do say he's in a McLaren, he's in a dominant car. He does have that in his favor, but like you should in a dominant car, you should be putting these exact performances in.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean?
Credit to him. I am actually happy for him, to be honest. He is kind of showing everybody that he deserves to be champion. And I know a lot of people will argue saying that Oscar or even Max, but Lando Norris is doing, as you said, he's doing what he needs to do. He is putting that car in pole and he's taking it over the line to finish first place. And this is something we've actually gotten onto Lando Norris all season, saying like, if he wants to win a bit more races and be back into the championship against Oscar, he needs to start qualifying better.
Yeah.
And he has been. I think he is now tied with Oscar, maybe one behind Oscar in qualifying head to head. And it's showing now that why he is doing better. And he is now ahead of Oscar Piastri in the championship fight.
And you know what? Kudos. But like, what do you think of Oscar's in the reverse right now?
Oscar's
qualifying and his just overall pace right now.
I know, like, we talked about it before. We talked about like sabotage being part of it.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna do that, because then that means we're taking away from Lando Norris, and I don't believe in that. I just don't believe that a team would sacrifice a driver purposely so that the other one would win. I don't believe that at all. I just think Oscar Piastri is underperforming. I think he's having a hard time. He's underperforming on circuits that he was underperforming in last season. And history does seem to be repeating itself. But on top of that, it's also the added pressure of being the championship leader. He was coasting at one point, winning the championship. But I think the pressure has piled on as we entered the business end of the season. And I think that also stems from Lando Norris upping the ante. He's leveled up after summer break. I don't know what Lando Norris is doing in that summer break, but he reset himself and he came back into racing just head down, and he's showing Oscar Piastri the levels that you're my little bro. Like, just don't forget that. Like, you might have been leading the championship for most of the season, but you were just keeping it warm for me.
Yeah, it's like, yo, I'm here now.
Yeah. It's like, safe here.
Thanks, man. I got it from here,
yeah, but that's what it feels like. I'm going back to Lando Norris because, like, he's done brilliantly and he's a deserving champion. If he goes on to win it and he finished off the season strong consistently, he's a deserving champion. And same goes to Oscar Piastri. Oscar Piastri in his last 3 races wins the last 3 Grand Prix and he wins a championship. Fair play. Congratulations. You've earned it as well. I think at this point, whoever wins it deserves it, because I think, and I say this for Max Verstappen as well, I don't think he's in it anymore. However, if he does it well done, you deserve it. I think all three
Well,
have
yeah,
driven
definitely.
brilliantly this season.
But I think even Max, like especially today, that was not today, but that drive he has was just a championship level drive right there.
Yeah, it was. And let's go with Max Verstappen.
I mean, from pit lane to podium is wild. Like even the fact that he was purely winning, he was actually like in the leading the laps at one stage as well is kind of mental as well.
Even Nabiaso was saying, because Max, I can't believe these words coming out of my mouth, but you are the race leader. Like they were even shocked. I believe that they were leading the race.
Yeah.
As a Max fan, I'm happy, and it was a legendary drive. It's one of his greatest drives. But as a Max fan, I expected it, and I know like it's crazy. But the thing is, ever since last season, 17th to 1st, and he has these drives before, like when he takes the engine penalty, he's starting like beyond 10th place, and he still somehow wins it. Like go back to 2021, he starts P20, finishes 2nd place in Sochi. This is what he does. This is what I expect him to do. I'm not even like chatting rubbish here. It's like I expected him to do something amazing in Brazil. Like they broke Parc Ferme rules. They put that new engine in for him. Started from the pit lane, and he finished on the podium. I expected that was the bare minimum. I know that's being so crazy. That was the bare minimum I was expecting from Max Verstappen.
But
finishing 3rd.
But in that sense, look where they were in the sprint. They were nowhere. Just to even be there is really remarkable.
It was, but that's what I mean. Like they broke Parc Ferme rules. When I heard the news that new engine, he's starting from the pit lane. It was just you always have that feeling that Max is always going to do something great. And
this is the circuit to do it.
He always does it here. He always does it. Like even that legendary drive in 2016, he takes Nico Rosberg on the outside, and he was just 18 years old. A Red Bull that wasn't even the fastest, and he was just putting in one hell of a performance. There's something about Max in Brazil, especially with when you factor in the rain as well.
Facts.
It's a love story, for the ages.
They might make him a citizen.
Yeah, I mean, he's got some right. His girlfriend's half Brazilian.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's the daughter of Nelson Piquet.
Oh yeah. Damn.
Max's kid is driving royalty.
Damn. That kid is gonna be crazy right there. You know that already.
But back to Max. It was a phenomenal drive, and I'm just being a hard ass on him. Like that's just me. I'm a big Max fan, and I think why I say sad at the beginning of this podcast is because that was it. I felt like that was kind of like the finishing blow to his championship campaign. What little hope we had, I was like at about 20-25% going into Brazil that he could possibly still win the championship. But, when Lando Norris has a perfect weekend winning sprint and finishing 1st place in the Grand Prix, that was a finishing blow. Like, that's what made it sad. It's like, no Max 5 in a row, no matching Michael Schumacher's 5 in a row record. Like, I really wanted that. Yeah, it was sad, but yeah, I'm glad he was able to get on the podium. Like again, it's another legendary drive for his catalogue. Yeah,
definitely. I think we're gonna see a couple Brazils. You know what I mean? It's not his last Brazil. Let's be fair. He's got a couple more in the tank. So
put Brazil back as the last race of the season, man.
You know what? As a season finale, it always. I think that's one of the best races to have as a season finale.
It used to be, and it always delivered. Brazil always delivers.
That makes perfect sense. Like so much shit happens all the time. Like I don't think there's ever been a boring, lackluster Brazil.
No,
race.
Never.
But that's why. But that's with F1 anyway. F1, they're catering. They're looking for us. They're trying to please us in the wrong ways. Is what I'm trying to say. Because they think it's just all the flashiness or whatever. It's no, man. It's a great tracks. It's a great tracks. The great racing. Like all you guys have to do is just stop the whole street tracks monarchy. You know what I'm saying? Just give us what we want, man.
But you can blame the DTS fans. They're the ones. This is what it's for. Like the whole marketing team for F1.
You know what?
Hang on. No, let's stop because I don't want to go on a tangent. I don't want to go on a rant about the wrong things. We're here to talk about Brazil. We're here to talk about Brazil. We can get on that maybe on the winter break and talk about it in detail. But right now, let's talk about Brazil. Let's go over to Oscar Piastri and his race. Let's start with the sprint. He DNF'd. That water Lando Norris splashed onto the track. Deliberate. Nah, of course not.
That was somewhat.
But it was a driver error. It was a driver. I mean, also it was unfortunate. It's like, the water did him dirty, innit? But it didn't do him just there. Hulkenberg followed and Colapinto followed straight afterwards. There's driver error, and that was 8 points he lost.
Just like that.
Yeah. Lando, and that's with only 3 races left to go now. That is big points dropped for Oscar. And then to go ahead onto Sunday, he lost the bigger points margin. Him finishing 5th and Lando finishing 1st with 26 points.
Yeah, you know what? I just never thought I would see Oscar in this predicament. At the start of this, he was looking he was looking bulletproof at one point, he was he had his head on, just not a lot of mistakes or whatever, but it's just, what, I'll still say it's not as likely as the last time we spoke about it. I feel like every time we talk about Oscar, his chances diminish, but.
Should we just stop?
We probably need to.
Wasn't I the only one that was saying like, wait, he hasn't faced the pressure yet? Everyone's getting ahead of themselves saying like, oh, he's so calm and collected. But there was no pressure at the time. He was just winning races willy-nilly. But then when it came to halfway through the season, summer break hits, it's like, that's when the pressure hits. It's like, can you hold off? Can you defend that lead? Can you defend the lead while taking all the press at the same time? Like,
Facts.
You're going to be a champion. You're going to be a champion.
Facts.
That's hard to do. And that's when you can tell.
And the thing is, we have to remember the drivers under you are hungrier. You know what I'm saying? I feel like when you're at the top and when you're beneath it, you guys have different hungers, man. You're just trying to stay filled. But these guys are hungry right now, man. They're coming for your ass, innit? You know what I mean?
But look, even if Oscar Piastri doesn't win the championship this year, he's driven amazing this season. Take nothing away from Oscar Piastri because to be in a championship race in your 3rd season in F1 is brilliant. It's a great achievement, and he's only gonna build from this. Like, I always think back to why Lando Norris is looking to go on to win the championship this year, is because last year he gained that experience against Max in the later stages where Max pulled out of Brazil and the Qatar win. Like, he was always within 50 points of Max. Yeah. And you saw he probably saw how Max was consistent. And I think that's one thing Lando has been this season, despite the DNF he had in Zandvoort and the DNF he had at Oscar Piastri, but that's his driver error. Like, I'm not really gonna, if it's driver error, I'm not gonna count it. That's you and your fault. But he was just keeping consistent. Even when he wasn't finishing first, you know what, I'll finish P2. I'll keep there. Yeah. I'll just hang on to you until the time is right for me to go on a mad one. And he's going on a mad one.
Facts. And another question to you right now is, I know what you said about Max and winning the title, but can you see Max overtaking Piastri?
Yes. Yeah. At this rate and in Piastri's current form, definitely. Like, he's not having a good time. I predicted him to win the sprint, Oscar. Every Grand Prix weekend that comes, I'm always thinking, maybe it's a bounce back. Maybe he's going to bounce back.
Yeah, that's what I've been thinking.
But I think it's 3 weekends gone now, and he hasn't bounced back. So I'm under the impression that it's kind of done. And it's crazy to say because it's still 3 Grand Prix weekends to go, and a lot can still happen. But if you're not switched on now, when the title is just slowly slipping away from your hands, it's like, when are you going to turn on?
I know. It's actually quite sad. But you know what? It's still, on the brighter note, it's not out of his reach, innit?
No, it's not. It's not. But he someone needs to just grab him, just shake him. It's like, snap out of it, man. Do you know what I mean? It's so frustrating to watch because as much as like, I don't mind whoever wins out of Lando and Oscar, to be honest, but let's take it to Abu Dhabi. Let's give the fans what they want. Let's go wheel to wheel. Let's see that.
Yes.
We want a grand finale to this championship race, because I think all the fans can agree, at least before the summer break, that championship race was just a bit, it was a bit stale. Like, I know they will kind of keep it close, but there was no hard racing between the two of them because higher rules.
Yep.
But in the second part of the stage, it's like Lando's now having his shine and Oscar's fallen off. But at least give us some of that hard racing, man. We want that.
That's all we ask for, man. But it's good that we're getting it at some sort of degree now,
Yeah, I mean, Vegas will be interesting. Well, because McLaren are not really fast in Vegas, so it'll be interesting to see what happens there. But keeping on Oscar, let's talk about some of the events that happened in Brazil.
Oh, yeah.
The main talking point will be the Oscar penalty in turn 1 after the safety car restart with Kimi and Leclerc.
So
what do you think?
I think Oscar had every right to go for that, innit? I mean, you're not a race car driver until you actually go for the gap. And he had every right to do so, but what I could see was happening, right, was when he made that move, Kimi was actually, he had a lot more space, Kimi. And at that point, it was Kimi's decision. It was him to say, like, okay, I can allow him some space, but it's going to make it awkward for me now, And Leclerc was just in the distance saying, yo, listen, I'm seeing you guys. I'm going to mind my business on the further end so you man don't jump, you know what I mean? But unfortunately, Piastri tried to put the brakes on, locks up, straight into Kimi, boom, into
Domino effects,
and poor Charles,
Yeah.
got clipped out of it, mate, and he couldn't do much. But to be honest, it's one of those things, isn't it? And it's like, I think it happens, and I think it's just like, this is the driver's mentality of Kimi right now as well, So Kimi, at the same point, he's not going to let up, and he's not going to yield, innit?
And fair enough. It's the way I look at that one is a 50-50. Like, Leclerc is the innocent party here. It's just Kimi and Oscar, 50-50. On one side, it's like, if I was Kimi, I might have probably done the same. Because if I give him enough room, then I'm compromising my position to kind of hold that second place, because Leclerc's on the outside of me.
Yeah.
But then Kimi did take the actual racing line. Like, I feel like Oscar, why is Oscar 50%, is that, as you said, like, yeah, he has every right. You're a racing car driver. You want to go for the gap that exists. However, it was very optimistic. Like, especially when you're kind of competing for the championship race, like, I'm surprised he really went for it, because that could have cost him as well.
Yeah, and I get what you're saying, because when you're in the fight for a championship, there's sometimes you have to be a lot more conservative with how you're actually going about this, and it is strategical, really, because if he did let off a little bit, that was another corner he could get him at. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like you're seeing a desperate side of Oscar.
Yeah,
you call it desperate, but yeah, he's going for moves that I think
that he wouldn't usually.
He doesn't need to. Like, I get it. You're a race car driver. Go for the gap. You know what I mean? I believe in that. But that being said, you have more chances. You know what I mean? And in that McLaren, he definitely had more chances.
Yeah, I mean, and you wouldn't got the 10-second
time penalty either
as well. And the reason I hear some people saying like, oh, 10 seconds is too much. But I think the reason why it was too much is because the severity of what happened to Leclerc.
Yeah.
It's like it ended Leclerc's race. And as you said, so unfortunate. Like, he was looking at that whole situation going to turn 1, and he thought, I'm going to leave them extra room.
Oh, for real.
Yeah, it was just crazy domino effect. Some wheel banging, and then another wheel bang into Leclerc. And this whole wheel came off.
When I saw it, I was like, oh, it's just Ferrari, man. You just can't catch a break, innit?
No.
Oh my days. Yo,
we might as well segue into Ferrari at this point.
Yeah, I mean, right now, it's sad to say, but It's like a part of me died in that Grand Prix.
They've now dropped to third place. Third place? No, fourth place.
Fourth,
yeah, they dropped below Red Bull, which I feel like they will take back again eventually.
But
they've lost a lot to Mercedes because they were competing for second place. They're not really competing with Red Bull.
Facts. And even watching what's been going on was like, you know what people were saying, like, yo, at least we're second in the constructors. That's the last thing Ferrari really had as well. And going into this now, it's like you're realizing that they don't really have a strong circuit. Like Ferrari don't really, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's gone to the point now where I'm just thinking, where is this car really meant to shine? And even races where Charles is really good at, Lewis is really good at, like you can see there are moments of like brilliance from them, you know, and they can only do so much. To the point where when you hear John Elkann or whatever his name is making statements that, yo, listen, the pit crew are good, the team is good, I don't know what's up with our drivers, you know, and it's just
crazy statement,
so bizarre, especially when you guys have like the top two drivers on your team right now, like Charles and Lewis, regardless of what you may say about them right now.
Yeah, they're in arguably, terms of skill.
Yeah.
They're like top 3, top 4 drivers in the grid.
Yeah, facts. And you're having literally your poster boy Charles saying like, yo, this is a piece of crud. Or the top qualifier, literally the top qualifier. Like he hasn't got pole.
I haven't heard the word crud in such a long time. It took me back.
It had to come out for this.
Yeah, rightfully so, man. Yeah, I mean, it is bizarre and like Ferrari, that guy has no right to say those things. Like as you said, you got the top 2 drivers, but it's not only that. It's like you haven't won anything in such a long time, but you're so entitled to this opinion. Like they need to understand. Somebody needs to give him a reality check of where he has run the team into. Because they haven't won a constructors, they haven't won a drivers in what, over a decade now.
Oh yeah, definitely. It just goes to show, like right now, it's Ferrari that needs to change. It's a real shame that they didn't get Newey. I know I said this already, and I'm gonna say it again, but I believe he was probably the right person to just shake things up a little bit. You know, just say, yo guys, listen, we need X, Y, and Z, and we need to construct things differently. I need more power in my say so, and you know, like that's because Ferrari needs change. It needs structure.
I don't think, you know, personally, I don't think Newey would have made the change that Ferrari would have wanted. I think it's leadership. Newey's not a leader. He's not going to go in there and command people. They just need, and I know there's a few Fred Vasseur fans out there, and you know, we can compare Binotto before Fred Vasseur. Binotto wasn't a leader, but he was a great, for the car development. Vasseur, I think people like him because he photobombs other teams' pictures a lot. And he's like, oh, he's such a fun principal. It's like, no, honestly, Ferrari needs a good leader, and you know what I'm gonna say. I really think they should get Christian Horner in there. I believe that. I really do. Christian Horner is proven. He knows how to build a team, and like a championship winning team. He knows what to do. And he's firm about it. He knows everything. You bring someone in like that, give him some power, he will look after the team. He will be, you know, he's the one who got Newey in for Red Bull.
Facts.
You know, I know Newey won't come to Ferrari and Horner can't do that, but Horner will lead the team in the right direction.
However, you say that, but at the same time, Mekis, he also said that he was a good takeover from Horner as well. So
he is.
So do you really think?
Yeah. However, I do believe with Horner at Red Bull, he'll run its course. There are burnouts. I think, you know, we see it in football all the time with managers and stuff, players. Sometimes a new environment recharges. There's no bad talking about Horner. Horner is an amazing principal. I think we can all say that despite his bad last stint at Red Bull, he is an amazing principal, proven principal. Lauren Mekki's coming in. It's amazing. He's done an amazing job, and time will only tell if he is the real deal also. But, you know, it's not like Toto Wolff. Toto Wolff he's got a stake.
Yeah, he's he owns
part
the team.
Owner, so
really.
it's different.
True.
But Toto Wolff's a great principal, but he's not had a great regulation. This one, like that's what I mean. You're gonna go through bad stints.
True.
In leadership.
Do you think James Bowles would have been a good team principal for Ferrari?
No.
Oh, why would you say
that? Is good, but I just don't think he has that firmness. I think Ferrari needs someone like Horner
to come in and say, "Yo, no, stop it, guys. We're not doing it like that no more."
He will take no shit. That's what Horner will bring, and I think you need someone like that at Ferrari.
Yeah, facts. I mean, when you look at all of the world champions that went over there, Fernando, Vettel, Kimi Raikkonen, it's like there's the common thing where it's like I've noticed that
now Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah, exactly. And what's going on, right? Is like you've noticed that these guys all had moments in there where you can see like Fernando was taking this Ferrari and putting it in places it shouldn't even be, and all these things are going on in Ferrari. But it's like at the same time you can see like. They didn't have a comfortable stay with Ferrari at the same time. And I think that is down to the stubbornness. I think they had world championship drivers throughout, and even then they still can't manifest a world championship. It's crazy.
It is mad because when you add up all the championships, that's 14 world championships. Spread across all four championship drivers put together. And they still ain't won the constructors or the drivers. Like, and if that's not telling of what Ferrari needs to do in terms of change the people upstairs, nothing's happened. It's not the drivers, because you can't tell me Alonso, Vettel, Kimi, and Lewis are shit drivers, because none of us are believing that.
Trust.
And even Leclerc, obviously, I know Leclerc's not a championship driver, but he's that level of a championship driver that he can be.
Facts.
That's enough bagging on Ferrari.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go to another downer. Yeah. Just to mention, Bortoleto, home hero to zero. Sadly, not a great home race for him. And saying that, the statistic is that Lando Norris is actually the only driver to win his home race this season. Yeah. I mean, we knew Bortoleto wasn't going to win Brazilian Grand Prix, but to at least get into the point or something. But yeah, he had a torrid time from sprint to qualifying to the actual Grand Prix out in lap 1. God,
damn,
that is devastating.
I
feel sad for him.
Shocking, mate. But you know what? Like, it's like Bortoleto has a lot of moments of brilliance, But I'm not worried for him. It's coming. It's definitely coming for Bortoleto. But yeah, just this weekend was just not it. I don't know. Sometimes, you know what? You put this big thing on your shoulders. It's your home race. You want to deliver, and sometimes I think that can just amount to a lot of pressure.
Yeah, it's just in your head.
Yeah, I really think he wanted to do something special that weekend for us.
But then let's go over to another rookie, Ollie Behrman, with another great performance. P4 in Mexico and now P6 in Brazil.
He's doing some great work.
He's carrying Haas at the moment.
Yeah. He has to do good, mate.
He has to do good. I see what you did there.
But Ocon, though, what's going on?
I don't know, but you know what? That's the thing about the rookies this season. They've been so refreshing. It's so refreshing to see. It's like putting into perspective, how much talent there is out there that we're just not seeing on the grid. And this is the best thing about this season. It's like we had so many new rookies.
Yeah.
Catchup, Bortoleto, the 2 title contenders for F2, and then Behrman, the future Ferrari driver, rumored. Great. Kimi also. Shout out Kimi.
And you know what? We've seen him for a little while, but you know what?
He was my biggest L. I got it so wrong.
I know.
Believe I had Bortoleto as my W of the week, and then L of the week I had Kimi. And look how bad that turned out. Kimi had a fantastic race, sprint and Grand Prix race, finished second. And then Bortoleto had 2 DNFs.
Mad, isn't it?
The contrast is crazy.
Yeah.
And what was your one?
Oh, mine was Lewis for podium. You know, that was just not happening, mate. When I was when I watched the qualifying, the actual qualifying for the Grand Prix, I was done after that. I was checked out.
Who you got for the L?
For the L, I had who did I have actually? Hadjo, innit? I think I had Hadjo. Yeah, I said something about Ricky, but Hadjo, I can't remember Hadjo.
Hadjo landed in the points, so he was alright.
Yeah, Hadjo was alright. I can't remember showing it.
Another wrong one.
Yeah, and Max was my winner. You know,
He was my winner too.
Yeah, man, for both sprint and the race.
He was a winner in a different way, Max. He had a great race.
Yeah.
Another legendary drive to the catalogue. So
yeah, defo. But it's just that's what I mean. This whole Grand Prix weekend has been very humbling.
But it was good. Like I know we sounded a bit down in this podcast a bit, but Brazil delivered again. It was a fantastic race weekend. From sprint all the way to the Grand Prix, it delivered.
Yeah,
so Interlagos, it never misses.
Never misses, mate. I think it's just the fanboy in me is just sad. But to be honest, the race was solid. I think
it was good.
I think it always provides great overtaking opportunities. We always see some sort of action on the track. You know what I mean? This doesn't
rain sometimes.
You know what I'm saying? There's a little salt in there. You know what I mean? But it's still, I would say, so out of chaos, I think he already beat Mexico at war. To be fair,
yeah, it did.
Yeah, I think
even without like penalties or anything like that, Brazil beats Mexico. You know. Yeah, I'd say so. Brazil, I think it's always in everybody's top 3 tracks. Brazil's never.
Yeah, don't take it off.
Yeah,
keep that shit on, mate.
They will never dare because they know it. Brazil's massive. It's so much fans coming into that one. They know they generate a lot of money from Brazil as well.
Good.
But yeah, I think that's everything we wanted to cover.
Oh,
right.
Well, basically.
So, if you guys haven't already, please like and subscribe, and we shall see you next race weekend.